Right, so this video is just going to be a review of the iPhone TomTom car kit which I purchased yesterday, and if you haven't seen the unboxing, click here. But I do just want to say, bear with me in this video because as you can imagine, we're driving and there's quite a lot of move parts where the camera actually shakes. As you can imagine, when you're driving and the car moves and the camera moves. I have done everything to try and combat that, as you say.
Take the exit, then turn right.
I have tried to use image stabilization, so if it doesn't come out properly, then don't hate, is what I'm trying to say. I have tried to give you as much coverage as possible of this
Take the exit,
iPhone car kit.
Turn right.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Do post your comments below once you've seen the review, obviously. If there's anything that I missed or anything I failed to cover, feel free to post a comment, or a video response would be even better. But I think I have covered everything from A to Z, but in the event I haven't, then feel free to let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, I just have missed that turn. So this is going to be the review for the TomTom iPhone car kit. I done an unboxing of this yesterday, and I've been playing about with this for an past hour or so, and overall I must say it's reasonable, it's good, it does the job, does what it says, and I'm just going to give you a quick, or not a quick, a thorough review of how this works. Very simple to go on. Here's a speaker at the back, quite powerful in my opinion. It's quite loud than the standard iPhone speaker, and it's very easy to put on. That's all you do, is just stick it on the window. That's it, you're pretty much up and ready to go. Now, in order to get this device running, you have to put Bluetooth on. So let's put it on. And you've got to hook it up or sync it up with the TomTom iPhone car kit. And apologies if you can't see this properly. So the default password is 55. Another 5. So it's 4 5s in total. And you would press connect. And that is it connected, as you can see. That is the TomTom car kit connected to the iPhone, and now it can work. So let me go into TomTom. And the postcode that I want should already be in here, but just to double check. Navigate to address G41 Albert Drive, and we shall take any address. Alright, okay, anywhere. And that is the route planned, done. So now I'm pretty much going to give you over the next minute, show you how this works, so you can pretty much see if it lags or it doesn't. For the past hour that I've been trying it, it hasn't lagged, it's quite accurate. If I don't use the car kit, you do notice that it sometimes goes away into fields or it goes off, it lags quite a bit, so you've got to stop the car and wait for the GPS to come back. But as you can see, this is actually pretty precise. Or maybe not. Well, there we go. There's it's off to the thing is, a lot of people have said, you know, try it in different areas or shows how the GPS works, but because there's quite a lot of factors that you need to take into consideration with the GPS, it's quite a lot of external factors. It depends how remote you're located, it depends at the speed you're going at, and I can't exactly go at a fast speed, because if I do, the camera's going to go all over the place, and I've got a feeling this review is going to be a lot messy. Trying to hold the camera stable as I can, and let me go ahead and put the audio on. That would be clever. Or enable sound, and as you can probably
after 1/4 mile, turn left.
It is quite loud. You've actually got the control panel here on the side, so it is quite loud. just going to put the volume down because it is quite loud. That speaker is actually quite powerful here in the back. It's quite powerful, I must say.
After 1/4 mile, turn right.
And I should have mentioned this at the start, there's just the one USB cable going into the cigarette thing where you powers it up, so you have to have that.
Turn right.
Let's go for it. This is the actual iPhone TomTom Cradle, and I just want to show you how flexible this thing is. So you put it on here, and you can choose it to please yourself or please the driver. It can go in any direction. So let me put my iPhone in here. That's it detected, and you can pretty much have it in any landscape mode or portrait, whichever you want, and you can put it down so it's easier for the driver. I'm not too sure how well the $30 or $40 cases, the things do, the $30 or $40 car kits do, but this one does pretty well, and it's a bonus in my opinion. One other feature that this has got is you're able to play your music through your radio, but the problem is you need a 3.5mm jack cable, which is not included in the TomTom car kit, which is quite insane considering you just paid £100. So yes, you can play your iPod music files through your stereo here without a problem. So you might ask what actually happens when someone gives you a call and you're actually using your satellite navigation. So I'm driving along and someone gives me a call, but I'm not going to answer it because it's going to mess up the audio, because the phone I'm calling from is actually here. So driving along, and I'm going to press decline as I said. As soon as you go back, you're at the exact place that you're currently at, and had that have been without the car kit, I would imagine it would take a few minutes or a few seconds to actually get back into mode. But the car kit, because it's got increased GPS abilities, it's pinpointing the exact location that you're at. So that's another bonus in my opinion. A lot of people have also asked if you can have cases on it as well. You can't have cases, so if you've got the in case or some sort of Rebel Scholar, you'll have to take it out. It's just the iPhone. If you have a zag or some sort of invisible shield on, you can have that on, but because there's literally no space behind this iPhone, you can't have cases on, or otherwise it won't dock properly, so you have to take the case off. A lot of you have also asked whether third-party applications will work with the TomTom iPhone Cradle, and yes, it does work. This is Copilot, and as you can see from these logos, it is working fine. It charges it up. In regards to the GPS, whether it's improved or not, let's go into the settings and you can pretty much see for yourself. GPS. That is the current GPS that I'm getting, signal, and I take it that's 3 bars. So let's take this out and see if... Also note it says 3D GPS fix acquired. The moment I take it out, it changes to something else. So that's me taking it out, and it's saying GPS signal detected, determining position, and watch, it'll change to something else. Move the car a bit forward. Nope, it's the same. I thought it was different. But as you can see, there's no change in signal. Signal is literally the same as it is actually on the Cradle. But the bonus you have here is you've got a loudspeaker and you've got your iPhone charging at the same time. Whether that's worth £100, that's really up to yourself. So overall, yes, third-party applications work. I've never really had a problem with Copilot anyway. In regards to GPS, I definitely have seen an increase in the TomTom. but I think it's probably due to a bug in the actual TomTom software itself, because Copilot has always worked fine, but this Cradle has actually improved the GPS for the TomTom. As I said before, the TomTom was, you had to take you to random streets before, but now that's not happening. It's not even lagging that much. So overall, if I'm going to be honest here, is it worth £100? It's not really a call that I can make, but it really depends on, if you've got the money, then you might as well go for it. If you've already paid the £60, if you're experiencing a lot of lagginess, then yeah, go for it. But if you're not, it's not one of those things you'd really want to have. Spend that £100 somewhere else, much better. So in essence, if you're having problems with TomTom and you really want to get it sorted, you're going to have to go with this. But if you're not having that much of a problem, then there's not really much point in going for it. You'd be better off just buying another application like Navigo or Copilot, rather than spending £100 on this. Something else you might want to also have is getting a standalone unit, and probably get one for about £80 or £90. But specific for this video is, yes, it has improved the GPS, I've noticed that, and the other bonus is you've got a loudspeaker and it charges at the same time using the wire here. So this is me using Copilot to go to our destination. We're about to get there pretty much now, yeah, I would recommend you getting this if you really want it for your TomTom. If that's the only application you're going to use, it's quite handy.
In 500 yards, turn left.
So that's the Copilot working with the actual speaker, so it works. Third-party applications, they work. I would also recommend this for people who travel on long distances, and I must admit I'm not one of them. If you travel on long distances, it's quite easy. People are more likely to steal the actual standalone units than they would steal the Cradles. If you see a thief, they're more probably likely to steal a standalone unit than this. They probably just steal this at a $20 product. Obviously that's wrong, because it's about $120 when you work out the conversion. Overall, if I was to rate it, I'd probably give it a 6
Just
out of 10.
ahead, turn right.
A 6 out of 10 is what I would rate it, and those 4 stars are purely for the price. But the product is no doubt very good. The product is good, the pricing is very poor. And yeah, that's it for this review. Thanks very much.